Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. I've had a lot of people coming into my chat recently with questions about how to raise their KD, how to get better at the game. And getting better is one of the things that I am working on as a player of Warzone. I'm not the greatest Warzone player. I'm above average, but I've been able to raise my KD from all the way from a 1.75 in the first season of Warzone to over a 2 KD in this most recent season of Warzone. And one of the main ways of doing that is through the gulag. Too often I see people losing their gulags when they should be winning more than half at the very least, but you should be winning upwards of 70% of your gulags if you want to raise your KD, if you want to get better at the game, if you want your stats to improve. As you can see, my gulag percentage for season 3 is around 73%. Last 50 matches it's a little bit higher than that, but I have a strat that I would like to share with you all that I don't see a lot of people utilizing. And for me, it's just simplified how I play the gulag. And I think when you're trying to get better at the game, the simple things that you can improve on are the best ways to do it. So I'm going to show you first, I'm going to show you my strat, explain it a little bit, and then I'm going to go through some clips that I have of just gulag wins and sort of talk you through my process. So first, let's go over the gulag layout and what the sort of common gulag strategy is that I've been seeing. You obviously have the two sides, and then you have this house here and the big tank in the middle. What I've seen a lot of people doing is they will immediately go to hold either this and stare here, or they will hold the car and they will look over towards the spawn. But the problem with these two spots is that you're holding too many angles, in my opinion. My strategy simplifies the gulag in that you're only holding a maximum of a maximum of 2 angles at a time. So I went into a solos match, just got into the gulag so that I could sort of show you why I don't think either of these are a good strategy. If you go here, you're waiting for the opponent to push out of their spawn, but they could come from here, they could come from here, so that's like 3 angles that you have to hold. If you push up here and hold this car, you have to worry about them pushing from the house. I've seen a lot of people try to push and hold the tank, but you have to worry about them coming from there. You have to worry about them coming from there. You have to worry about them coming from there. And you have to worry about them coming out of either side of the house. I don't think holding that many angles is a viable strategy for the average player. On the other side, you obviously have the car you can hold, so you're holding that angle, but you also have to worry about the house. If they push to the house, you have to worry about the right side of the car and the left side of the car. Too many angles to hold, in my opinion. All right, so I'm gonna show you a couple clips of my strategy for the gulag. Basically, it consists of rushing to the house. The house in this gulag map is an extremely powerful position. You have, not only do you have elevation, but you also have less angles to hold than, you know, being on the floor here and having to hold, you know, either side of the car, or having to hold a minimum of 3 angles at a time. So in this one, basically what you're going to do, you're going to rush to the house and you're going to pre-aim the other side of the house because they can also rush into the house. So sprint as fast as you can to the house, pre-aim where they can jump up. Now on this one, he tried to beat me to the house, but because I beat him there, I was able to gun him. On this one, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Rush to the house, pre-aim the window that they can jump up on their side.
No. I do it.
What's up? They weren't there this time, so I know they must either still be in their spawn or they might have pushed up on their side to maybe the tank or the car that people try to hold on that side. So I hold that angle for a little bit just in case they're a little bit late getting over there. They didn't push over. I jump over to their side, immediately pre-aim their spawn, and sure enough, he's holding that car on his side. He's obviously, he was looking over towards my spawn, but he heard me jump over, but because he had too many angles to hold, I beat him to the reaction. I beam him, he's dead. Easy gulag win. It was really good.
You lose, your fight is over. Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
You're gonna do the same thing for the other side of the gulag. You're not gonna hold these boxes. You're not gonna hold the car. You're gonna sprint immediately into the house. This side is a little bit easier to get to the house than the other side because you can jump off to the side here. You don't have to mantle up here. You can jump off to the side and it's quicker to get up. So I sprint over, immediately pre-aim his side where he can jump up. He's not there. Give it a second in case he's late. Jump over to his side, pre-aim his spawn, and he's sitting behind the car. Easy headshot. He has no time to react because he has too many angles to hold. Here's another example of the gulag where it didn't go as smoothly for me as the last couple. You just don't panic. You know that you have the high ground, you have the power position, and if you are patient enough, there's really nothing that the other player can do. So I sprint to the house. I pre-aim. He's not there. It's important to always use your throwables in the gulag. This one is a snapshot grenade, so it'll tell me exactly where he is. I throw it here because I want to know if he's close on either of these two walls. Sometimes people like to hug this wall here. So I throw that. It goes off, so what it tells me is he's either in his spawn or he's behind the tank in the middle of the map. I immediately pre-aim. He's not, I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't see him. He's behind these boxes there. He comes out from behind these boxes here. He gets one shot on me, or he gets two shots on me, and I'm half health. So I immediately back up. I hold where he can be pushing me from, because he can be pushing me from the bottom or the top. I hear he's not pushing. I hold. I hear he's not pushing. I wait for my health to regen. And now here, this is another perfect example of why the house is so much easier to hold than being out here. He's pre-aiming my spawn because he saw me run back there. So not only does he have to hold that angle, he has to hold this angle. He's not looking at it. I see him, get two shots, boom, easy gulag win. That was the hardest gulag win that I had out of these clips, and even that one wasn't that hard. So that's my gulag strategy. It's managed to win me almost 75% of gulags. It's worked really well for me, above average player. It's so important to win your gulag because of what it does for your game. Not only does it raise your KD, but if you're playing with teammates It allows you and your team to not have to regain, to buy people back. It allows you to just keep pushing if that's your style. It allows you to keep holding a power position if that's your style. But if you really want to improve your game, you should be winning at least 70% of your gulag matches. It's so important for you to improve as a player. That's why the top Warzone players now, they have 90% gulag win rates. I'm not saying that you're gonna get to those kind of levels with this strategy, but it's the simplest way to win gulags. It's the easiest way to win gulags, and it's helped me win 75% of them. Now, if this information has helped you at all, I'd appreciate if you like the video, subscribe if you feel inclined to, and check out my Twitch channel. I'm live almost every day, twitch.tv/baltimaniac. If you have any questions about the gulag, I'd be happy to answer them there. You can leave them in the comments as well. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.